So you wanted to talk about a new term that you've just learnt. Tell me about that.
Oh, yes. Well, I disappeared down a rabbit hole digitally. I was reading a newsletter, which I get regularly, and they talked about something called block gliding.
What's
Have
that?
you heard of block gliding?
No, tell me about that.
Well, neither had I. So what's block gliding? And to tell you the truth, I've read around it since, and it's quite confusing what it really is, but it basically seems to be a feature of sandstone. And it's when huge blocks of sandstone get moved out from a cliff face due to the pressure in the rock, and it opens up a ravine between the blocks and the cliff, which is a vertical ravine. And in some cases, you can walk into this, and it is the height of the cliff. It's just moved away. Now I think
so
about
two
it,
parts of it have sort of separated.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have lots of sandstone in our area.
We do. Now, when I was reading about it, they said it was very much a feature of Nara sandstone. I'm not sure. I've heard of Winamata sandstone. I've heard of many different sorts, but I didn't know about Nara sandstone. So I did some research, and basically I got more confused as time went by. But what does seem to appear in these cracks, I mean, when you go to look out, sometimes you look at the cliffs and you see that a vertical piece has simply sort of split away from the escarpment.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yes.
And in those ravines grow a specific ecosystem of plants. Because they are protected from fire, because they're dark, they're cool, they're wet. And so you will get a lot of ferns, orchids, all sorts of specific things that can only live in those cracks. But they're big cracks.
Oh.
Very big cracks.
Well, we must, when we're out and about, we'll have to keep our eye out for them.
Yeah, I mean, the idea of something gliding is that it's not going to be a block, is it?
No.
So the word block gliding just I'd never heard it. I studied geology. I never heard of it. I'd never heard of it. But there we are. A new phenomena that I shall investigate further.
And yet another one that I'm going to have trouble finding photos for our YouTube channel.
Well, I don't know that you would. I don't think you would.
No.
And